Hi, my name is Nirmala Lolji, and welcome to my updated recording of my digital portfolio. So, we have my homepage right here, and so basically, I'm welcoming any viewers, and I'm basically introducing myself and giving them an overall layout and what they can find on this digital portfolio. And I'm thanking them for their time, obviously. And I also have my contact information listed below, which is my email, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Visco. I will start off by showing you guys my LinkedIn because this is a great platform to connect with future employers. So I have a little about me, my major, my school. I also have my experiences. I'm currently a unit clerk. I was an intern and I was a sales associate at Banana Republic. And then I have my skills, Spanish, communication, and teamwork. Spanish being very important for me and for many employers as bilingual. Being bilingual is a great trait to have in the workplace. So I thought it was important to include that. So before I go to my other social media accounts, I like to go to my biography to give a more general overview of myself. So in my biography, I state where I'm from. I am from Long Island and I have two sisters. And I thought an interesting fun fact to put in there was one of my sisters is my twin sister. And I state my majors and my minor. I am doing a double major in economics and Spanish with a minor in international studies. I thought it was also important to show why I picked Spanish as well, and it's because I grew up in Florida and I always thought the Hispanic culture was interesting. And I'm also Guyanese, which is in South America, so everyone really around us spoke Spanish, but Guyanese people, which we speak English. And I don't know, I don't have a clear cut path of what I do when I want to graduate, but to me, something in international law or teaching English abroad would be two things that I'm mainly focused on right now. And I am open to travel. Like I said, I want to go to Latin America, I want to practice my Spanish, and I love international governments, I love studying them. And so then over here we have my resume, which is just your basic resume. I have my profile, which is what I'm looking for in a job. I have my education, being Stony Brook University, and I graduated from East Meadow High School prior. I also have some relevant courses for employers that might be interested in my economics. I have my courses in macro and micro. And then since I like traveling and international relations, I have international studies listed here. And then I have my academic achievements, my skills, my work experience, where I give a more in depth look at what I did during my previous jobs. And I also have my extracurriculars and my volunteer experience over here. And then my interests are over here. In my free time, I'm a freelance makeup artist, and I give a little background information on that. A lot of people in my family did makeup, and I always grew up with that. So I started doing my makeup at 13, and all my friends would ask me to do theirs. So I got a lot of practice. So now I do that as a little side job. And like I said, I'm very interested in traveling. Over the past year, I went to Mexico and Jamaica, and I also went to Montreal. And I think it's very important to learn and understand different cultures, even though they may be different from our own. Like I said, I want to study abroad and go to Latin America. And I'm also an avid reader. My favorite book is actually 1984. And I also list my favorite Spanish book to show maybe future employers that I am bilingual. So my favorite Spanish book is La Vida es Sueño. And so we could go back to my social medias right now since you have a more in-depth look about who I am. So I have my Twitter over here and they could see that I retweet various economic pages as well as some sports teams that I'm interested in. So that it will show employers that I'm updated on current events. And then I also have my Visco, and Visco is a platform where you can share photos. It's basically a blog. And so I have photos of my family and friends and places that I've traveled to. I love taking pictures of nature when I travel. I think it's beautiful what each country has to offer. As you can see, I have some pictures from Mexico over here and Jamaica. And so now back to my digital portfolio. The last tab I have over here is a page of my academic achievements and highlights. I have my academic achievements listed from Stony Brook first. I was in the University Scholars Program. I've been on the Dean's List, and I'm a member at Sigma Beta Honor Society and the NSCS, which is the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. So those both are societies that you need to have a certain GPA, so that'll show future employers that I take my academics very seriously. And then I also have the honor societies that I was in high school. And I also have some academic highlights over here, being some essays I've done. So I have my research paper over here. I think a lot of employers are looking for people who have good writing skills. So this was just an example of that. I think writing is a very important skill to have. And so that's why I'm including it, to show my competence. I also wanted to show that I am fluent in writing in Spanish. So I have included 2 papers I did. So this is a paper I did in Spanish about immigration. I think it's important that they can see I'm utilizing the Spanish that I'm learning and all the vocabulary. And then I also have a Spanish paper that's based more on an analysis of a movie, so I'm able to be critical in Spanish and really understand the culture of the Spanish culture. And so yeah, that's it. And I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.